someone came up to me the other day and asked me, is the 2002 Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie any good? Is it worth watching? And I said, yes. Spider-Man was released in 2002. It was written by David Koepp and directed by Sam Raimi. Minor spoilers ahead, just be aware. But generally, this guy gets bit by spiders. His name is Peter Parker. He becomes Spider-Man, and he has to defeat the Green Goblin, who is this really mean father who runs Oscorp, the big, company in genetics and science. Back to my previous statement about whether or not it's good. Yes, it is absolutely good. It is worth a watch. I grew up on this. I was a Spider-Man kid. I had Spider-Man everywhere in my room. I mean, it's just covered wall to wall in Spider-Man. And that is entirely due to this, series, this franchise. Particularly the Sam Raimi trilogy. Now, I grew up on them, right? I was born in 2001. This one came out in 2002. I grew up with them. The last one came out in 2007, so I was 6 when the last one came out. And one thing that I always loved is just the character, right? Peter Parker's a great character. I love watching him grow. I love watching him adapt. But here's the thing. Is this movie the best representation of Spider-Man that there is? Not anymore. Is it a good one when it came out? Absolutely. It's fantastic. Loved it. Watching it again, I watch it a lot. This is one that I rewatch a lot. Mainly when I'm trying to take a nap. I'll put this one on, or I put on Homecoming. And I haven't really sat down and watched it in a while. So I did that the other day. And I noticed a few things, okay? And I want to talk about them. I want you to let me know in the comments down below what you thought about these thoughts, because some of them are a little controversial, and we'll see how it goes. But the first thing I want to mention is, this movie is funny, oftentimes in a bad way, So, Tobey Maguire, I love Tobey Maguire, okay? He set up the entire Spider-Man trilogy, and, he's the Peter Parker, he's the Spider-Man. But I don't think he's a particularly good actor. I really don't. I don't like him in anything. I don't like him in The Great Gatsby. I don't care for him. And anything that I've seen him in, I don't care. He's just Tobey Maguire. And here I realize it's no different. There's just awkward laughs, awkward lines. And I don't think it's the writing that's the problem, because the writing is okay. The problem is Tobey Maguire's awkward deliverances. And I don't know why they chose Tobey Maguire. Maybe it's because he's just an average white dude, and they were like, you. But I don't think he's a very good actor. And that definitely hindered this movie for me a little bit. It's just there are times where it's supposed to be super serious, and you can't. And this is throughout the whole trilogy as well. I'll mention it here. I'm not going to mention it a whole lot in my other videos. But there are moments like when he's sitting in the thing with Harry in the third movie. Where he's I don't believe you. I don't believe this. I can't believe you. It's so bad that it's funny. His crying is awful. It's really bad. And yeah, no Spider-Man that I've watched has been perfect. But him is definitely, in terms of being an actor, the worst. And not that I think he's, an awful actor. I just don't think he's very good. So that's one thing. The second thing is the CGI is a little weird. And yes, it's 2002, but that's no excuse for me, because there are good movies in 2002 that have better CGI, right? And we're in the era where CGI artists are everything must be dark so that they can't see what's going on, or else it's not good. And that's not true, right? We have Daredevil, we have the X-Men, the Hulk, all CGI, which is really bad, because they were let's make it dark so you can't see anything. And a lot more of this than, other movies. This is definitely done more practically, and I do appreciate that. But there are times where he's swinging, and you're wow, that looks bad. That did not age well. This movie didn't age well as I thought it had. That being said, is it a bad movie? No, absolutely not. There are still a lot of good things. I do like Willem Dafoe a lot as Green Goblin. I think he's the best Green Goblin we've had so far. Kirsten Dunst as MJ is perfect. James Franco, I'm not going to talk about what I think of him as a person, but as an actor, I think he's brilliant. I think he's freaking hilarious, so I had a really good time with that. But overall, it's a good movie. It's a good start to a franchise, but it's not perfect. And it does something I'm kind of bashing the film a little bit. That's just because no one talks about the negatives of this film, and I feel that's got to be my job now. It's be hey, maybe it's not as good as you remember. And yeah, I do like it a lot. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I'm going to go ahead and give the first Spider-Man movie an A-. Have you guys seen this one? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. I love hearing from you guys, so definitely consider commenting. Please consider subscribing, because once we get to 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing an 8-hour long variety show that you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be live, so definitely consider subscribing so you don't miss that. And as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.